Hi everybody, this is a follow-up video to how to create your own solo with the E minor pentatonic scale using strings 1 and 2. So in a previous video we looked at how to play the E minor pentatonic scale on one string and also on string 2, and how to create quick and easy solos using these two strings, using things like slides, hammer-ons, pull-offs, bends and vibrato. We then try to do this on all the strings of the guitar. Okay, so if you have just started out on soloing and you've not seen that video, then check it out here, and this will give you a good introduction on how to sort of create solos quickly just by playing up and down one string or two strings. If you have been playing a while and you're stuck in the pentatonic box shapes 1 through to 5 sort of concept, and that's getting boring, and you want to know how to break out of that and play up and down the guitar freely, then check out that video and that might give you some new ideas. So in this video we're going to talk about what the next steps are. So now we can play up and down each string in the key of E minor pentatonic, or in the key of E minor. What do we do next? What if we want to play in a different key? How can we take these patterns and shapes that we know and transfer them into a different key? So the first thing I want you to have a go at is we're going to play up and down each string as normal. We're going to try and practice some soloing techniques, but I want you to finish on a low E. So let's say I'm playing up and down string 1. I switch strings. Finish on, let's say, this E here. This is the E on string 5, fret 7. My next sort of low E is going to be on fret 12. So I can again move around the guitar. I'm going to finish there. The next sort of landmark E is here on string 4. So I can play up and down string 4. Okay. So this is important because when we look down on the guitar, we've got to pick out these landmark E's to help us navigate around those notes to create our patterns and shapes. We've got to have something to latch onto. Okay? So just to give you an example, when we play in a different key, let's say we're going to play in the key of G, all these landmark notes, they're going to move like this to G. Okay, everything just gets pulled up, all the notes get pulled up into the new key. So when I look down on my guitar now, I can see the G here on the string 6, I can see the G here on string 5, I can also see the G here on string 4. I'm going to navigate around the guitar from these landmark G notes, or we call them tonics when we talk about a scale. Okay, as I move this way up the guitar, my eyes now focus on the G here on string 5 and the G here on string 6, and then I can go up to the G here on string 4. Okay, if I go higher on the guitar, let's say I'm in the key of C, my eye hits the C here on string 6, and then it hits the C here on string 5. Again, I'm going to see all my patterns and shapes revolving around these two notes in this area. When I move higher on the guitar, I can now see this C, and then I can see this C here on string 5, and then right up here I've got a C here on string 6. So as I go up and down the guitar, my eyes are picking out these C tonic notes, these landmark notes, and all the shapes that I play and all the single string patterns I play all revolve around these landmark notes. So all it is a question of getting used to the patterns around these notes. So let's go back to the key of E again. Now you can put on a backing track. I suggest you put on a backing track, and you can play in the key of E minor. You can play an E blues. You can even play in the key of G major with this scale, because there's a thing called the relative major and relative minor. So the relative major of E minor is G major. So these notes, the E minor pentatonic scale, amazingly also work for the key of G major. So you put on a backing track, let's say E minor. Okay, and you're going to solo up and down the string. But now you're going to come and finish on an E. Finish on that E, that E. Now you keep practicing this. Change strings. Finish on that E. Finish on that E. We can go higher, we can go to the next octave of the guitar, finish on that E, okay? So I want you to play up and down the strings, finish on the low E's. Now eventually, it might take, again, a few days, a few weeks, you'll start to see the pattern of the E minor pentatonic scale revolve around these landmark notes of E. Okay? Now, another way we can then improve our knowledge of the fingerboard is by playing in a position. And a great way to do this is if we just take 2 notes of each string, and then I've got to move strings. Like that, okay? So again, I can play up and down the strings. Stay in position now. Remember to play just 2 notes on each string, and I've got to move. Then I can move again. Okay. If I play from here, let's say, and follow the rule, if I play 2 notes on each string, then I've got to move. I'm creating another pattern. In this pattern here, my E is here, focusing on that E. But if I go to this string here and play 2 notes, move, play 2 notes, move, play 2 notes, I've created another pattern in this shape here. And I'm going to finish back down on the note of E. Again, play 2 notes, move, play 2 notes, play 2 notes. Created another pattern in this area. Can go as low as I can go and as high as I can go in each area. Move to this note, play 2 notes, move, play 2 notes, move, play 2 notes, move. Okay? All the while I'm focusing on these landmark notes as I do that. Okay? So by playing just 2 notes on each string and then moving string, we've actually just created the 5 shapes of the pentatonic scale, kind of by accident. So now as you move around the E's, we can look at this shape starting from here. We could look at this shape and this E, the shape going this way, or the shape going this way. This E here, we can look at the shape going this way or this way. Okay, so now what's happened now is we've got the freedom of playing up and down each string, but also we've got the sort of foundation of playing around these landmark notes, which is going to give you the patterns up and down the strings, or playing in an area. So if I want to play in the first 5 frets, I have to create this pattern, and I focus on this E or this E. If I want to play in frets 5 to 7, I'm in this area, and I'm focusing on this E. If I want to play in frets 12 to 10, I'm in this area, and I'm focusing on this E. Okay? So the secret is, if there is a secret, is being able to see your scale shapes revolving around your tonic notes, your landmark notes for each key. So I hope that's been helpful. In the next video, I'm going to show you another way of creating the 5 shapes of the pentatonic scale just by thinking of 2 shapes. And we'll cover how to solo in a different key using these landmark notes and moving the shape up and down the guitar.